the underdog. And we're down to the last four. Wembley the venue for the FA Cup semi-finals. Portsmouth, the only Premier League team remaining, hoping to avoid a cup shock against West Bromwich Albion. And the battle of the giant killers, but only one of Barnsley and Cardiff could make it to the final. Fantastic venue, fit for a marvellous occasion. Wembley certainly a popular choice for these semi-finals among the fans who travel to the games. In front of the biggest ever semi-final crowd, Harry Redknapp's Portsmouth are hoping for a first cup final appearance since 1939, the last time they lifted the trophy. West Bromwich Albion, though, could make it the first ever final with two teams from outside the top flight. Peter Brackley was watching.
So let's take a check on the two lineups. And for free-scoring Albion, the FA Cup's most prolific team this season, Tony Mowbray's big decisions really concern central defence, in which Clement and Albrechtsen are starters. On the flanks, where there are places for Gira and Morrison, and an attack with the manager opting for Kevin Phillips. Roman Bednar is also playing at the expense of Ishmael Miller, who's actually been left on the bench. The Portsmouth lineup is pretty much the expected one, with the most significant absentee, of course, Jermaine Defoe. He's cup-tied, having only come from Tottenham just a few weeks ago. 8 goals in 7 games for Portsmouth. But the injuries and suspensions that have deprived Redknapp of the likes of Campbell, Diarra, Diop and Montari lately have largely cleared up now, although Utaka hasn't made it. So Milan Baros partners former Albion striker and Arsenal FA Cup winner Kanu. Howard Webb checking that all is well. And the first of the two semi-finals is about to get underway. Kanu and Baros twinned up top then for Pompey. Although it may well be that Baros will drift out to the right flank, where Utaka was playing so effectively for Pompey until his recent injury. Pompey in the all-blue strip here. Cranshaw endeavours to dribble through unsuccessfully. Zoltan Gira, the Hungarian. One comes back out, and he's an icon there in his own land. Tony Mowbray leading Albion then at Wembley, as he did a year ago, less than a year ago now, in the playoff final against Derby, which they lost on that occasion. He was saying before this game today, he doesn't feel it had too much bearing on the outcome this afternoon. Different day, different experience. Here's Phillips. And it is a foul, says Howard Webb. On James Morrison. Starting down the left-hand side for Albion today. Former Middlesbrough man. On by Greening. Phillips has come short here. Decent effort too. He has such an eye for goal, as he underlined in those glorious years, in particular up on Wearside with Sunderland. Phillips, who is the Championship Player of the Year. No wonder. Really has been a focal point up front in this very exciting West Brom team. Still hoping to gain promotion. And of course to reach the FA Cup final. The last time Portsmouth won the FA Cup was 1939. But overcast day in London and a sizzling atmosphere. One by Phillips, but now set off into the middle. fallen for Cratchit. Barros couldn't keep it going. It's a positive start here by Albion, the team from the Championship. Morrison works it on well here. Chance for Gira. Spilled by James. And I think it was Campbell who was there to bail him out. Rather suspect handling there by James. A really good opportunity fashioned by Albion. Just to underline the buoyant opening. Here's Montari. Cadu shielding it well. How quickly those defenders were closing in on him. Defending the high line, and Albion, it's Barros. I think he controlled that with his arm, he did. And yellow carded for it. Maybe his reaction earned him the booking as much as anything else. Did seem to brush his arm. That's how it should be done, says Harry. Gira. McCorrett. Gira again. It's good combination play. But in the way is Diarra. It's a real little scrapper at midfield. Hopkins was penalised. Now Johnson. It will be a Pompey throw. So many plaudits for their efforts at Old Trafford in the last round. Almost as if that was the climax to their FA Cup campaign. It certainly isn't. And we've got plenty of work to do. There's a swing this game their way. They rode their luck against Manchester United. You'd have to say that. They've got there in the end thanks to Montari's penalty. And here's a chance maybe. Save! Tommy, how did he keep it out? And then Cadu on the follow-up. And despite the process from Albion, Pompey have taken the lead. And they have responded to their manager. And what I'm sure was a very strong team talk from him during the half-time interval. Barros did well then. Got away from Albrechtsen. Carney initially making the save, but then it fell so invitingly for Cadu, the former West Brom striker, to deliver against his old club. Excellent first save that by Kylie, but nothing he could do as the rebound fell into the path of Cadu. They just couldn't scrape it away then, Albion. And Cadu was in the right place. Suddenly the whole mood has changed now. And worried expressions have turned to joyful ones. Brunt. Johnson in the way. Some good solid defending too by Johnson. No one closing in. Could be a chance here for another goal. Surely for Barros. No, Kylie denies it. Seemed almost to take too much time then, Barros. Didn't have the confident touch of a man who's been scoring, because he hasn't been. It was Cratchit who rolled it on there. No one got to Cratchit. Did he take one touch too many? It certainly seemed that way. That was Diop climbing high. And Greening happy to settle for the goal kick. Could have been a defining moment then. He knows it too. Barros in the clear. But his hopes of a first goal in a Pompey jersey suddenly disappeared thanks to Dean Carley's vigilance. And Tony Mowbray knows it was a let-off, it was an escape. Shooting chance off the crossbar. Driven in by Corrin. Their best moment in this second half, maybe the game overall indeed, Albion. Was it out of play? Apparently not. Corrin really hit it well. Beyond David James, but it smacked against the crossbar. And out of harm's way. They might not get too many opportunities. Not the most sparkling semi-final I've ever seen, but there could yet be some drama. Clement stayed strong then against Nugent. Pompey throw though. Certainly has the Midas touch in the transfer market. It was his decision, of course, to bring Kanu to Portsmouth. Here's the Nigerian now. Montari, who wanted on his left if he can, but it was his right. Oh, and it was just beyond the far post. That could have sealed it. They've had chances now to have clinched their place in the final. Away from two defenders, but he's bent it well wide of the mark. Well, here's Corrin. Miller! It might have been, it might have been. How close was that? Not close enough is the answer. Slid enticingly across the goal then. Instead Miller, but not on target. Papa Diop, no, dispossessed. Here's Clint. In goes Diarra. Good speeds. Works so tirelessly. And that could all be over. David Nugent. And again his finishing touch deserts him in front of goal. Defenders clattering into him. Great work by Diarra. And Nugent, oof, took a real tumble there before putting his shot over the bar. Here comes Chris Bruck. We've had those 3 minutes off Johnson to kick. Surely only seconds remaining now. It's going to be a long, weary journey back to the Midlands for West Brom, unless they can score here now and take this into extra time. Even Dean Carney's up there, the veteran goalkeeper. They've got a man on the post, and that's it. Portsmouth are going through to the FA Cup final for the first time since they won the competition back in 1939. Such relief and excitement, elation for them, for Harry Redknapp, who will be leading a team out in the final for the first time. They'll be very disappointed at the way they played, but so excited at the prospect of being back here in May now, thanks to Kanu's goal against his former club. The celebrations belong to Portsmouth, the team from the South Coast. They're going through to the FA Cup final this year. Winners over West Brom in this first of the two semi-finals by a 1-0.
West Brom played ever so well. They're a good team, and that's not. I'm not saying that as a winner when it's easy to talk well about the opposition. They were excellent. They passed the ball great. First half, they came out. They got out the blocks quicker than us. They passed the ball better than us. And at half time, you know, you was looking at it. You wouldn't want to pick a winner. It was, you know, I felt we came back into it. towards the end of the first half, last 15-20 minutes. But then second half, I thought we got on top and had some real good opportunities. But they came back at the end again and created one or two chances. So full credit to them. Tony Mowbray's done a great job with them. They play football the right way. They pass it, play through the lines, movement. They're a good team, but in the end, it was a great day and a great result for us.
Got to give a lot of credit to Portsmouth. I think they've built their season on a defensive solidity. You know, some experience in their back four in front of David James, and you know that showed today. I think, as I say, we found it difficult to get in behind them, difficult to get into goal-scoring areas today, and because we do have players who can finish, as you say, we scored 99 goals in all competitions this year, but it was a pretty tough barrier today for us. It wasn't to be.